Niggas hate facts. Episode 11, we back.
Yeah.
We back with the shits this episode. Kyle in this bitch.
In this bitch.
Mill, you in this bitch.
Gotta be, man.
Hey, and of course I'm in this bitch. So let's get to it, man. It's a
Hold on, man.
a crazy week going on.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Give them the disclaimer, man. We supposed to do episode 10.2.
Oh yeah, so it wasn't 10 point. It was gonna be episode
Episode 11, volume 2.
It was gonna just be volume 2. So pretty much This week was supposed to be part 2 of the episode we did last week. With the current state of events that's going on, we felt it was best to kind of push that back a week and jump into what's been going on as far as all the protests around the country in different cities and shit like that, man. We touched on it a little bit last episode, but I felt like, with all the drama that's been going on, it's only right that we dedicate a full episode to it. So we'll get back to toxicity next week. But right now, it's 3 black men in America. It's no way we could not talk about this shit. I felt like irresponsible by of not talking about it. So that's what we get into today. It's rare that we come into this motherfucker knowing the title and even the artwork for the episode. Normally, we listen to the episode, and that's kind of how we generate the title. Yeah, even the artwork. But I was like, this week I already know what it is. I know what the title is. So we're gonna get straight into it. Episode 11. Burn this motherfucker down. That's the title.
Burn this
motherfucker down. So
hey, look. Before we get into that, just a quick something. You know what I'm saying? I think was it last episode? I think we was talking about obtaining followers and shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it don't matter. Just follow niggas and whatever. And you brought up the Twitter shit or something if a nigga don't follow you, whatever, right?
Right.
So the next day, we got a follow. No. The Joan hit me and was like, yeah, request accepted. So, I always go check, see who the fuck it is. Like, I really be wanting to see people that we don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Following the joint. So the Joan go, he knows some people I know, and I look and see who it is. It's a super goofy. Super goofy. So I say, okay, hold on. All right. Let's see if the nigga at least follows us back. Man, this nigga ain't even follow us back, bro.
Who you talking about?
Man, I can't say. It's a super goofy ass nigga. So I literally went and unfollowed that nigga on our page and shit.
Mm.
So I kind of get what you're saying, man. You can't just be following everybody.
But we gotta talk offline.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't even. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. I was just saying, that's just never been a thing that I do. Is like the majority of the motherfuckers I follow, like I know, or it's a celebrity or something that has an interesting page that I want to see. But that's how I've always been on. Like even on Facebook, like I've rarely sent out friend requests. Like damn near. I mean, when I first started on Facebook, I sent out, friend requests, obviously. But after that, like every friend request I got on that joint, I know like somebody sent it to me, and I don't like some cocky shit. It's just I don't fucking request nobody. I can know you, and I probably still won't even send the joint. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not the first nigga to dap a nigga up, then, huh?
Nah, and I'm not even a standoffish type. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas see me out, they we say what's up. I can know you, barely know you. I always say what's up. But it's just like on social media, I don't know what it is. It's just that never been my thing, just to follow people or befriend them. Especially if I don't really talk to them in real life.
Until
what I'm saying?
One of the story.
Until Vernon kicks.
We're not following those super goofies. My bad. Yeah. That was my fault.
Talk offline, but
yeah.
So who want to kick it off? Because this is gonna be now. It's ironic that you mentioned followers, because this episode we might lose some followers, we might gain some followers, but I think the title of our show, Niggas Hate Facts, and again Kyle came up with it. And when he came up with it, it was basically you tell a nigga the truth if it's something they don't want to hear, even though it's true. they'll call it hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we always say, Kyle always said, niggas hate facts. Like
everybody can relate to that.
Yeah, everybody can relate to it. So, but I think that title hasn't ever been more important than it is today because, like I said, with all the shit that's going on, we're gonna give y'all some facts that maybe a little, you might find it I'm not gonna say offensive, but it might rub you the wrong way. But we also gonna give you the good that's going on, but we're not gonna sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of shit that I see going on that I hate, and it's something minor that I hate. I'm gonna get into it later, but it just for some reason today that everybody did the blackout, and I saw more so of the the black, let's support black business shit started.
I honestly
started off this morning.
I hated that you posted that shit, but I just said let it go.
No, I mean that. No, well, see, I'm with that. I'm with the cause. Don't get me wrong. You know
what was the blackout though? What was it?
So the blackout is pretty much just like it was a move of solidarity. Just like nobody's posting shit on social media today, which niggas still end up doing. But for the most part, it was niggas wasn't supposed to post nothing on social media. It wasn't supposed to be buying nothing, selling nothing. It was just a move. Everybody, like if you look down your timeline, the whole shit was supposed to be black. And for the most part, my shit was. But you had, but it's also a voting day in a lot of states, especially ours and DC also. Yeah. So it's like you really can't.
I can show that sticker, man.
Huh?
So you got to show that sticker. You got to let everybody know that you voted, man.
Oh, yeah. But see, I dropped my shit off in the ballot.
In the mail, I did mine in the mail. Did you vote, Kyle?
Mail? You know the answer, yeah. Not a chance. Yeah.
See, that's a follow we about to lose if he gives his answer. But y'all know his answer. You know what I'm saying? It's Kyle.
No,
but no, like I said, it was just a move. It was just supposed to be a moment of solidarity for the whole, I guess for all the black people who support the Black Lives Matter movement and everything. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it was a good idea. I don't know where it came from, but it was a good idea because, like I said, a lot of shit.
I can tell you where it came from.
Huh?
I can tell you where it came from.
Oh, go ahead.
Some music exec. I think it's. Don't even quote me on it. It doesn't matter which label it was, but it was a black chick from a music label, right? And what somebody did was trace back. So the music label was owned by Warner Brothers. Whoever the fuck they named this shit after or whatever, some type of racism. So they're like, yeah. So the dude was saying like, yeah, you're still pushing their agenda. They're still controlling it. It might be a black woman saying, hey, let's do this. But on the forefront, she has to get the approval from X, Y, and Z because that's her company. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they were like, yeah, she's still pushing an agenda that does nothing.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the whole blackout thing just because that's what I get my news from Instagram. I don't really watch a lot of television. So when I log on Instagram, I go to certain pages to look what's going on.
Right. But the places you get your news from isn't like Baller Alert, I'm not saying that that's where you get your news from, but like if you follow CNN or follow, whoever you follow for news, like they were still posting shit.
Yeah, like even regular people, like they'll post videos that they seen or stuff like that, and I can follow that source back to somewhere.
Hey, but look, let me ask y'all this though: how many people on your timeline during these riots, protests? From people that you follow, maybe that you even know, follow, let's just say people that you know that went down there to protest the shit.
You said how many people I know?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people I know, actually. And you know what? The crazy thing is I follow, and I know a lot of firefighters. I ain't gonna get their name or none of that, but I know a lot of firefighters, and surprisingly, they were with the shits. And, the big thing is set shit on fire. You know what I'm saying? And that's creating work for them and their coworkers. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised to see that. You know what I'm saying? See a lot of the firefighters with the shits. I'm seeing a lot of police officers speak out. Even during the protest, you see a lot of them, kneeling. But you still got those thorns.
Those assholes.
Yeah, that's still fucking shit up. And we'll get into that. But yeah, it's a whole lot of shit going on. It's a whole lot of conflict going on because even with me, like it's conflict with me. Because like I said last episode, I got cousins and friends who are police officers, but like even before they became police officers, I always had the mindset, fuck the police, because the police they've always been harassing all of us. I mean, not necessarily all. I mean, when I say all of us, I mean Black people in general. And it's just always, they always had that stigma, and nobody's done anything to erase that since my whole life. And it's not like my parents or my father or anybody ever told me to hate the police. It's just like growing up,
come from experience.
I came into it, yeah, and it's not even my experience. Because even earlier, before I got in trouble with the law, I've never really been in trouble with the law. But even before I started having run-ins with them, it was always like, man, that's the enemy. That's always been the enemy to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they get behind you and pull you, there's nothing good can come of that. How many times? I mean, they rarely let you go. You do have those instances where they rarely let you go, but if they're gonna let you go, what's the point of you even pulling me over in the first place? You know what I'm saying? But I've always had that stigma from day one. And like I said, it was never taught, it was learned. I mean, well, I guess it was never taught directly to me, should I say. I picked it up, just on a whim.
Yeah.
From music, from just daily experience and shit like that.
You hear it though. Your parents might have taught you, but you hear it. Music, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be learned about back in the not slavery, but fucking like the 60s and shit when the police was fucking niggas up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Think about this, and this is some real shit too to think about. They were doing this shit in the 60s.
Yeah.
The 70s. The 80s, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, now 2020.
Exactly.
What are people doing differently now? They're doing the same shit. You're gonna burn up some shit for a couple of days, fuck shit up.
It's just recognition, though.
But what does that do?
Hopefully, it changes from the top down because it's got to start from the top.
Did you just hear the 60s? It's gone on.
But shit has changed since the 60s. Like you couldn't.
It has definitely changed.
Certain motherfuckers couldn't vote in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't go eat in certain restaurants. You couldn't stay in certain hotels. So that shit they were doing back then worked.
Yeah, we're digging out of a hole for 20 years now.
Yeah, you're definitely digging out a hole. You know what I'm saying? But
what I'm saying is, we're not arguing restaurants and that shit. That shit was accomplished.
For what they were arguing is way worse than what we were. Like, just think about it. You couldn't go sit in a restaurant with a white person. You couldn't even share the same bathroom or water fountain. So all that shit they was doing to protest, to sit in,
ride the bus.
I kind of made, and I'm gonna recant that. It's a segment too that I want to introduce. I'll introduce it this episode, but we'll probably kick it off next week. It's called we call Niggas Hate Facts. So we're gonna do facts, a segment I want to call Fact Check, and that's for when it's kind of like on Around the Horn, like not Around the Horn, but at the end of
Around the Horn.
No,
they go over shit that they said wrong or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not Around the Horn. It's the other joint.
That's the joint. This is the joint with Tony Kornheiser and
that joint. Pretty much at the end of the day, they come and say everything they were wrong about. That's what we're going to start doing for like previous episodes. So we say some shit on episode 10, we'll come back on 11 and go down the facts that we were wrong about. Because I be getting a lot of people, like a lot of listeners and viewers, they hit me up and be like, such and now you say this, but such and such, that's not true, such and such. So I've been meaning to do that, but it slipped my mind. But
we can do that.
That's neither here nor there. But like I said, a lot of the shit is definitely changed. But some shit still remains the same as far as like brutality. It's not as bad as it was back then, but it's still bad.
I mean, it's the laws that's in place against us, though.
Yeah.
These laws was built for us initially.
Yeah, it was like the police.
Okay. You're trying to, with what they were doing in the 60s and shit, or the 70s, whatever, the things that you spoke on were like something you could reform with a law or hey, the black people can go in there now. That's just what it is, right? And it was accepted, whatever. I mean, I guess it took time for it to be accepted. Here, with police killing, you're pretty much asking every individual cop, hey, look, nigga, you're not going to kill anybody. You're not going to racially profile people. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible. And we're not saying that it is possible. We just want motherfuckers to pay for the shit that they do. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people, they've been bringing they've been bringing up, black, I guess Black Lives Matter only matter when police kill people, but when it's black on black crime. Well, when it's black on black crime, usually the motherfucking black person that killed the other black person goes to jail. It's very rare that they get off. You know what I'm saying? But it's like every police officer has gotten off of this. Even motherfuckers like George Zimmerman, who's not even a police officer, he's got off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the big uproar is about. You know what I'm saying? Not only are you not, as a police officer, not supposed to be killing people, you know what I mean? Especially over stupid shit, unarmed people, but they're not even getting their day in court, and you're going to get off on it. Like, people are already talking about, if the police officer gets off, it's going to be even worse than what's going on.
The charge that they charged him with 3rd-degree murder.
Yeah, and
have y'all heard of 3rd-degree murder?
Only certain states got it. In Minnesota, Minnesota is just happened to be one of the states that
sometimes you don't even get jail time.
Exactly, because what they call it, accidental murder, when you're trying to stop something from happening or something like that.
Yeah, it's
some bullshit.
Yeah,
some bullshit they hit them with.
It's definitely murder 2 or manslaughter 1.
Yeah, and
man 1.
Man 1.
Mm-hmm. Man 1.
I don't know,
but this been a rough 2020 though.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But this shit took the cake. Like I said, and it was, like I said last episode, it's back to back. First, it was the Ahmaud Arbery shit. Niggas was up in arms over that. Before we even get a resolution or some shit to that, some other shit happened.
Niggas ain't even asking.
Breonna Taylor, they came in her house shooting.
Yeah.
It's like shot her 8 times.
Right. And like I said, that's what I was saying. That I want to backtrack on that, because I was like, man, fuck the protest. There's no point. It's definitely a point of protesting, but I was more so talking about, it was kind of out of frustration, because it's like, man, we've been doing this, motherfuckers been doing it peacefully. That don't work, and this isn't the first time that people been burning shit down, breaking in and looting. That shit don't work. It's like, what can you do?
Yeah, they get mad when Cap was kneeling and he didn't say a word.
Silent protest, and everybody, his career was over for a silent protest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the shit, when I said that, and you can tell when I was saying it, like, it was out of frustration. It's like, I was like, fuck that. Because that's how I truly feel. Like, fuck that. If y'all gonna fuck some shit up, if y'all want to fuck some shit up, fuck the people who did it up. You know what I mean? Or fuck, the people that's close to them, because that's when they'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, we're going to title this episode, Burn This Motherfucker Down. But not only because that's what's going on, but we're trying to, it's kind of like what is it, analogy, or I might not be using the word, I'm thinking fast, but burn it down so we can build this shit back up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamil said, they did it in the 60s. Well, Kyle was saying it too, but in the 60s and 70s, but shit has changed since then. But I think we just got to it hasn't changed enough. We got to tear this shit all down, burn it all down, start from scratch, from the laws, to the,
definitely the laws, man.
Police officers, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
because they put laws in place to lock us up. Just like we go back to the 90s or the 80s where Ronald Reagan did the crack law, right?
Right.
White people wasn't selling crack.
Exactly. It was in the black. They dropped it in the black neighborhood. I mean, we see that on
They was using it. They was using it like a motherfucker, but they wasn't selling it.
They wasn't selling it. But they was giving the users, they was giving the dealers the life sentences for,
mandatory minimums. It's like, it's crazy. And we saw that on Snowfall, and it was like the CIA was using it to fund the whatever, I forgot what the war.
Yeah, the conflict, whatever that was.
Bro, I mean, what you gonna do? You just put this shit in a fucking impoverished neighborhood. Motherfuckers don't have 2 nickels to scrap together. It's like, what you expect? If I can make hundreds and thousands of dollars off this a day, what you expect me to do? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to think twice about actually working with the CIA selling coke.
No, but I'm saying,
at some point they're going to turn. But it's going to flip eventually.
But a lot of them didn't know it was the CIA.
Oh,
we didn't know that until after the fact. It wasn't like, oh, hey, I'm the CIA. Here's this brick of, like that. Who would have did that? Nobody would have did that. Just like on Snowfall, Franklin didn't know Cuz was a CIA agent until he did his research of, how
he was a white man with a mustache. He should have knew he was something.
I mean, the plug is never black. So
I would love for the plug to be anything but white.
Yeah. but see, back
anything
then,
but white. Yeah.
See, we say that now. We say that now because we're decades
removed
after this.
Yeah.
This is news to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't know where this shit was coming from. A lot of the motherfuckers ain't know until they was actually in it and already selling it and seeing the fucking, the residuals from it. Mm-hmm. So, but
yeah. So,
but okay.
Have y'all thought about going out to protest?
No.
I don't.
First off, there's a disease going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with that shit.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm not trying to go to jail.
Yeah.
Simple. I'm gonna go out there and nigga get caught up in some shit. Now I'm in jail.
Yeah. But the celebrity paying your bail.
Who? Who's paying the bail? It don't matter.
It
don't matter, dog. It's not worth it.
It's ways to do it without getting locked up. It's just that like I said, the ways to do it, I don't believe work.
Man, I seen a guy. I forgot what city it was, but I seen a guy kneeling, just speaking to the crowd. And next thing you know, officers come and arrest him.
Yeah. Right here in DC. So what happened was it was a guy, I guess, the mayor had imposed a 7 p.m. curfew for yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I guess it was like, shit, it wasn't even, they said it was 25 minutes till 7. And the police started, trying to rally up people, lock them up for being out. But like I said, it was what, 6:40 or whatever it was, 6:45, whatever it is. But it was nowhere near 7. So the police, they kind of barricaded. It was like 60 or so protesters on, I think it was 15th and Swan town. And luckily, a guy, it was an Indian American guy. He saw the police, harassing, pushing, and beating up the. And these were peaceful protesters. These weren't the ones rioting and breaking in. These was peaceful protesters. They were, pushing them, beating them up, pepper spraying them, all types of shit. So the guy, he saw it, and he invited 60 people he ain't know into his home just so they can get off the street, so they wouldn't break the curfew law.
Yep, his name was Rahul Dubey. Shout out to Rahul Dubey.
Yeah, Rahul. Hey, and they fucking I guess pepper sprayed or threw a bomb in his house.
They threw the what's that stuff called?
Pepper spray.
Tear gas.
Like they broke all types of laws. So they definitely under fire for that shit. But this is like, man, it's crazy. Like, what can you do? They, like I said, these were peaceful protesters.
Mm-hmm.
Today, on my way into to the garage to get my car and shit after work. I'm driving and I'm just hearing a bunch of honking and shit and like people on the street. Like it wasn't a lot of people on the street. It might have been like 3 people, but they were like, you could tell they were zeroed in on something. And then all of them start throwing up the fist. What the fuck is going on? So I zero in. It's like, yo, I passed by about 200, 300 cars straight with like signs on their joint, all white people. And they were like middle-aged. It wasn't like no young motherfuckers just trying to be down for cause and shit. It was like some middle-aged to older white people, dog, with like Black Lives Matter, like, just signs of solidarity with their fists out the window. And I'm like, oh, that's tough. And they just honking the horns, dog. And this is like right off Rhode Island Avenue.
That 10-minute video of Gregory Floyd dying was real.
That's some shit right there, dog. I was like, man, that's pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it's clearly probably opening people's eyes that probably wasn't as sure as like, it ain't that fucking bad.
Right.
And you see that. Yeah. But the thing is, we've seen other tapes. We seen Cuz get murdered in the car with his girl. You know what I'm saying? That was more vulgar than the last one. But
he seemed aggressive towards some people, though. That's what people got the stigma that Black people are aggressive.
Right.
You know.
And that goes back to, people being like certain white police officers. They're not even all white, but I mean, in these instances, they all have been. But just police officers being scared of the big black guy. You know what I mean? And like George Floyd was he was a big black guy, but the other ones, not really.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause. Oh, my bad. Pause. I'm not doing that this episode. I ain't gonna
fuck you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit the shit. Hit the
with that said, but on that topic, because that was something I had put down. when it comes to like police officers, like I said, I got friends and family. We all know police officers. And to me, I never could be a police officer. Just like I said, just growing up knowing the stigma and all that other stuff, that could never be me.
Right.
But I can only think of 3 reasons why people become police officers. What I say? One, you do actually have people that want to make a change. You know, they want to, better their neighborhood. Like they might have been in some, just bad neighborhoods when they were growing up. They actually want to make a change, or even if they weren't, they still want to make a change in the community and, just do some, philanthropy type work, do good. You know what I'm saying? Then you got those who just do it for the check. And, some people, they go to school for whatever. They, when they graduate, they can't get a job and they feel, after a certain amount of time, they like, fuck it.
I'll be a police officer.
I can get a nice benefit, pension. They'll put me in, they'll put me in school for free, for those who didn't go. So they end up becoming police officers. So a lot of people, and you can't knock them, because I would never knock anybody for doing a job for a check, because I'm not going to help you pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not putting up on your mortgage or your rent. I'm not loaning you this, loaning you that. So you got to do what you got to do. And then, like I said, the third reason I think police officers people become police officers is just for the thirst for authority. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't grow up with authority, and still didn't, even in their adult age, they didn't have authority. So when you can put on that badge and actually
get some authority.
People, yeah, just you can scare, like I said, when we're driving in our car and a police officer house behind us, we could be all the way legitimate. That's still you still get a little nervous. You know, white people might not get nervous, but every time I get pulled over, I can be all the way legitimate. I still get nervous, and some people just want to instill that fear in other people that they probably couldn't do if they were just a regular Joe Smo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think those that do it for the check, and I probably know a few that do it for the check. I just think when you do that, this is a job that you have a slim margin for error. Like me and you, all of us, we can go to our job, we can make a mistake, and it's not a big deal, no harm, no foul. A police officer, you make a mistake, somebody could die, and if somebody dies, like I said, it could sometimes it might be a mistake. Like dude was kneeling on his neck. He might not have been trying to kill him. He might have been trying to harm him, but might not have been trying to kill him, but he did. So I think you just got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like doctors, motherfucker, you can't have no, it's no margin for error when you're doing surgery.
They gave my man Conrad Murray some years for killing Michael Jackson.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like certain professions is just no margin for error, and police officer is one of them. You know what I'm saying? And then also it's like, especially guys or people like us who might come from the, urban environments, you know what I'm saying? You know how the police treat us, and we don't even got to be doing nothing. You know how they treat us. So when you become one of them, even though you might not do that, you just got to automatically assume people see you as that. So and it's because it's a continuous cycle that's been going on since forever.
And police got to start holding other officers accountable for their actions.
Exactly. Police got to police the police.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of the anger, like I said, sometimes I be conflicted with just saying, fuck the police, because I know some police. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not saying fuck you, but I am saying fuck your coworkers, and not all of them, just the ones who,
fuck the bad apples.
Yeah, the bad apples,
and the ones who not doing anything to stop the bad apples.
We've heard plenty of people that we know say, "I fucking hate white people." Just because they got into it with one. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with the cops. We say fuck the cops. We don't mean every fucking last one of them.
Right.
But as a whole, we just,
fuck the cops.
Fuck the cops. Yeah. Same shit.
Yeah, as a whole. I can say fuck the cops right around the corner, but see my man who would cop me like, yo,
what's dab him up? What's up, nigga? I know you cool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's where the conflict comes in, because it's like, you my man, you're a police officer, but when I say fuck the police, you're a police, so sometimes they might feel away. But it's like, as long as you doing what
Niggas
you
be sensitive, man.
Oh yeah.
Sensitive.
You definitely can't be a sensitive police officer. But
sensitive, bro.
People at the end of the day, people are human. But it is what it is, though. But
what I wanted. Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh no, would you? I've been waiting for you today. So
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Niggas worried about what Michael Jordan said.
Need something come up, I would say it. But,
I was seeing something yesterday about, or the day before, I don't know about. Again, niggas worrying about what Michael Jordan saying. Yeah. So he said some shit. And niggas actually like, yeah, Michael Jordan said something. What the fuck does it matter? And if you look at the words that was said, that Michael said, somebody threw that shit out there, man. Why does it matter? And people were bashing Mike, like just how y'all brought up your man Virgil or whatever. He gave $50 up. So the fuck what?
Right.
That's more than most people who was criticizing him.
Right. No, exactly. It don't matter if it wasn't. Like if everybody put up more than him, nigga, he put up something. He ain't got to put up shit.
Right.
There you go.
I think people be looking at it based off of, your net worth or like how much you charge for a t-shirt or, shit like that.
Come on, dog.
But all he was doing, honestly, was matching whatever was, I guess somebody had sent him some shit and he was just matching.
Everybody was doing like $50. He couldn't do 10,000 because the next person wasn't going to do 10,000.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And
people be worried about the wrong shit.
Oh yeah, definitely worried about the wrong shit.
Worried about the wrong shit.
I mean, Michael Jordan has never been like a black leader.
Why do we always look to these niggas to like see if they say something, dog? I wouldn't say a fucking thing if I was Michael Jordan.
Too much credibility.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like I think people over idolize these people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just think about a lot of the people that was bashing how much you gave or how much such and such gave. Like, they didn't give $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna bash somebody and you ain't give $1? You know
that's a fact too.
Like, that's fucking retarded.
But people looked at him because we lack leadership, right?
Yeah.
So you want to see the biggest athlete, the biggest celebrity, the biggest or whatever speak out against it, so you can get behind it, so you can post it and be like, "Oh, it's
now you're getting me involved in something I don't want to be involved in."
Well, that's true, but
there we go. So I just shut the hell up.
So what about black leaders? So who do you look for? Or you never mind, Kyle. Doug. I don't even know. What about black leaders for you, Doug? Do you look at anybody?
No.
Jay-Z, nigga.
Nah, I don't look at him as a black leader. I mean, he's starting to become one, but I don't look at like when shit like this goes on, I never looked at myself and say, what Jay-Z do? Like JD don't stand for Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? What would Jay-Z do? No. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at him as that. It just so happened that he does a lot. Like, that's what he's starting to do. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. I mean,
let us know when the war pop off. All right, that's when we come out. Said, let us know when the war pops off. That's when you'll see us three.
Oh yeah,
we in the house.
But there's some good leaders out there, though. I think people need. I think people know about them.
Who?
Like Sean King, who Doug don't like because he says he's.
And I was corrected on that too. That was another fact check that I got. They were saying he saved a lot of people from being I guess the death penalty. He stopped that from happening.
Yeah.
They were saying he definitely deserved to be paid, and I never really said I think I did say that, but what I was more so talking about, what they were saying, he deserves to be paid for what he does. Of course, like I said, he should, and I said it, he should be paid enough to keep what he's doing going. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't what I didn't say he shouldn't get any money. I was saying the money that he was raising wasn't being allocated correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Like, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about like millions of dollars that he's raising. Hundreds of thousands. They're not going. They were saying like they weren't going to where he said it was supposed to go to. And that's what raised a lot of red flags and got him in trouble.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got I think her name is Tamika Mallory.
I don't know.
She's a black woman out of Harlem, New York. She's like, she's on our side, all I gotta say. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about her, but I just follow her on her page sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think when we think of leaders, you know what I'm saying, the bar was raised so high back in the day that like when I think of leaders, I think of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people like that. Like, we don't have that.
Well, Nation of Islam, they all right now. You got Louis Farrakhan.
That's a religion. That's a religion, though. It's like how you gonna follow behind.
They still speak about what's going on now.
But they speak about it. But have you seen them out on the front lines when it comes to any of this now?
The dude RZA Islam.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because I don't know. I haven't seen too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there, but like I said, when Malcolm and Martin were out, maybe they were more famous, but when they were out there, they like.
Well, shit, Malcolm had
alive, but you know,
Bumpy Johnson behind him, you know.
Yeah,
no bullshit.
That's a fact.
Get that Bumpy Johnson. Oh, go.
But what's another thing, man? Speaking of Jay-Z, like this is what pissed me off about a lot of this shit. Let me get my gunshots ready. Hold up. I gotta get my gunshots ready.
Yeah, it's about time to get ignorant, bro.
Yeah, take your hat off, Doug. Put your hood on, take your hat off.
Man, hold up, man. Matter of fact,
this nigga had the whole knit hat on earlier, so he was fucking war ready.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up, man. But nah, I'm not even it's so the whole black, you know, since all this shit is going on, the whole black support black businesses thing has started back up. The last time we saw this is when Gucci, you know, I guess they made that controversial mask that was like, said it was like blackface. So everybody wanted to boycott Gucci. And next thing you know, everybody was, they sending out lists of black-owned grocery stores.
Black banks.
Black fucking like nail salons and restaurants and shit like that. That shit lasted for 2 weeks. Next thing you know, niggas was back in Gucci. And you didn't hear about that shit no more.
Yeah, no question.
My thing is, let me ask y'all a question. I know both of y'all got streaming services on your phone to listen to music.
All right.
What stream service do you got? Nah, just answer the question.
Apple.
Both of y'all got
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
Apple and Spotify.
My title ran out.
Yeah. Nah, see, that's the problem. That's my problem right there. Like, Beyonce is fucking 90% of fucking all these women's Lord and Savior. Her husband is fucking 70% of all black men's Lord and Savior, but nobody has fucking title on their phone. And that really is fucking, it's astonishing to me because for one, it costs the same as Apple Music and you get all the same music as Apple Music. People are all in this, let's buy black. The motherfucking title was 100% black. Title was out of all the down, and I'm not being paid by Title. I wish I was. Hopefully they see this. Maybe we can get paid.
Hey, you've been telling us to get it.
Yeah, but my thing is, you know, because you know I've been in music. I used to do music. It's like Title out of all the downstream DSPs, they pay the artists the most money off their streams. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see why more black people don't fucking support Title, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, like I said, we don't even start with the small shit like fucking streaming. Like everybody has a smartphone, everybody has a streaming service, but nobody, you ask 10 people, 2 of them might have Title. Why is that? It's the same exact price as Apple. It's the same exact music as on Apple. And there's some people that I do ask, they say, because Apple got better playlists. Bitch, you get every fucking album. Make your own playlist.
Yeah.
I've been on time, and some people say, well, you know, I had iPhone, you know, I have an iPhone and Apple Music just on there. Bitch, I've had iPhone since iPhone 1 when fucking Title came out, and it's an easy transition. I downloaded the app. Every album I want is on that motherfucker. Every album that I bought, and y'all know me, I started with the CD books. I bought my CDs. I got real CDs. I got 2 CD books full of real CDs. When shit went digital, you start downloading it on your phone. I downloaded that shit on Apple. When Title came out, I stopped using it. I never had Apple Music a day in my life.
Because them niggas was black? Or because it was Jay-Z, nigga? See, that's what I'm saying.
No, and
at first it was Jay-Z.
You know what? That's not even why I got it. You know why I got Title? Because when it first came out, I didn't get it because it wasn't up to par yet. I got it when Money and Violence came out. You know, you had to watch exclusive rights. So
that's when I bought the joint too. Yeah,
I got Title. And that's when I realized, oh shit, this is the same shit as fucking Apple Music. And
I do got your Title password. So I got Title too then.
Nah,
see, you do got Title.
That's my but I say that to say this. You know what I'm saying? That's my bone to pick with people is we don't even start with the small shit. Like shit that we should have.
Everyday shit. Right.
So I try to support black businesses as often as I can.
Hey,
but sometimes
go to the black barbers, man.
Sometimes they just don't work out.
No, and I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that because I know, like, that's what, and I was going to bring that up too. Like black people, they want to scream support black business, but your business got to be on par. Your customer service got to be on par. You know what I'm saying? I can't hit you for some shit that I need. You know, I'm inquiring about some shit, and you hit me back 3 days later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you charging me fucking double of what somebody else is charging me for.
You don't even have a website.
Yeah, your shit might be inferior to this. Just because you black don't mean I gotta buy that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not my point when it comes to title. I'm just saying, like I said, the small shit and it's quality. Like I'm a music connoisseur, nigga. Everything Apple does, Tidal does. So people got to start with the small shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be pro-black all the time. Don't let it last. My point is don't let it last for fucking 2 weeks like the Gucci shit.
So you saying support black businesses. What if, nigga, I got to go 20 minutes out of my way to go to a black bank? I got to go.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that. Like I said, if it's convenient, like I said, my whole argument with the Tidal shit is you got a smartphone. Every fucking smartphone has the download app feature. Download Tidal. Every album that's on Tidal is on every album that's on Apple is on Tidal. Like I said, start with the shit that's convenient. Start with the shit that's, you know, like I said, that's some everyday shit. Everybody got a streaming app on their phone. That's some smart shit. You want to be pro-black, be pro-black. But don't say it for, you know, because shit going on, and then when shit die down, you back to, you know, sucking Apple's dick or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I like Apple product. Like I said, that's the only phone since the Apple iPhone came out, that's the only phone I got. But it's other shit. Don't be fucking brainwashed by that shit.
No, we all support black businesses, dog.
Now we all don't.
We not about to. Who don't?
Not everybody.
The white nigga cut your hair?
Nah. I mean, who?
That's one.
That's something different. That's different.
That's a business.
No.
That's a business.
Choice. You have like you're not going to a white person to get your hair cut, and white people aren't coming to black people. Well, some of them are, but
no, I was about to say, yeah, they do.
Some of them when they want the black cut.
I've seen niggas come in there and get like the bowl jump.
Nah, the bowl jump. You can do the bowl jump. Some people just do that. Like now I'll say this. Now, a guy we met, you know, we tailgate at the Redskin game every year. We met a guy. I ain't say his name, but we met a guy.
Oh, yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, him and his wife were fiance. Yeah, I think they're married now. But they always tailgated in like the spot next to us. We became friends. They don't even live here. They just used to drive up here from North Carolina every game. But you know, like I said, we all became friends, became cool. And when KJ opened his barbershop, you know, he's a white guy with a white haircut. He came in town. He went to KJ barbershop just to support. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what he started doing. Like when he come up here, get his haircut there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even all black. Like I'm not even saying black people just support black people businesses. White people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You don't have to go to somebody because they're black.
White people do support black businesses.
You say what?
That white people support black businesses?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, if it's something, you know, they need, you know, like
very rare do I see white people supporting black.
Stop telling people what the fuck to do, man. How about that, nigga? Damn, dog.
No, but see, I'm talking about the people that's pro-black and let's make a list of shit that
that's what I'm saying too.
Black restaurant. If you gonna do that, start with the small shit. You can't say all that shit and have fucking Apple Music on your phone.
That definitely that, but on some other shit, stop trying to make people feel like they're inferior if they don't. Fucking like y'all be making it seem like, oh nigga, the fuck are y'all doing? You're not supporting black businesses, nigga. No. And that's understand them motherfuckers got a black business.
Yeah, but see,
that's why they whining.
Yeah, that's never my You never say that.
Makes me not want to do it.
I was just using that for the, you know,
for the people who do say it.
Yeah, the pro-black. Yeah, I'm tired of the sometimey shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a lot of people are so, like I said, the fucking Gucci boycott lasted 2 weeks. And if you recall, you never heard me say I'm boycotting Gucci because I knew I wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think it. I mean, I thought that was bad, but I was like, at the end of the day, you know, this shit's gonna get washed under the rug. You know, they'll bring on some people on a panel.
But that's how it gets washed under the rug, though. More people thinking like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But honestly, I didn't think it was too egregious to the point where hey, I'm gonna stop wearing this shit. And then some people did. Some people did and stuck to it. Don't get me wrong, and I applaud them. But the sometimey people who had motherfuckers was sending me list. I got a whole list of just different black businesses I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know black grocery stores existed. So I was getting that. Next thing you know, motherfuckers back in Harris Teeter and Whole Foods. Like, fuck, stop with the sometime shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole gripe. That's the whole
I think people
bringing the shit up.
I don't know what people mean, nigga, don't always go to black businesses, but I think they're just trying to say add them niggas to your rotation or something.
Yeah, I believe that too, Kyle. Like if you're gonna go to 6 stores in 6 days, make it 3 out of 6 at least.
Yeah, I mean, and see, I'm not even saying go to all. You never heard me say go to all black businesses. You never. I mean, I said support black businesses, yeah, and I mean that's what I meant. Like sometimes give them a chance. But some motherfuckers, like I said, they literally had a list that they was living by. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Then that shit just stopped. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they not in there. They're not looking for the black designers no more.
Why we gotta tell them we're going to do this, we're going to do that, man? That's when shit starts seeming phony to me.
It's not telling them; it's giving them information if they want to do it.
Yeah, but see, like all that kicked up. Like I was on Twitter earlier, and I seen somebody. I'm gonna start a thread of black-owned purses. Like, what was this shit before all that happened?
Black-owned purses?
Like black-owned purse designers. Like literally purse designers. And I saw something about it was like black skincare products. You know, just taking advantage. You know, because of the shit that's going on. Now people want to throw out this shit. Like, no, where was this shit 2 weeks ago? Was you supporting them then, or you just fucking did a Google search and now you got a list to make yourself look pro-black? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and then you hope
and that's what it is, dog. What is up with people with the post about like, yeah, if you ain't motherfucking posted something, then nigga, you ain't even down for the cause and all something shit.
Yeah.
Or if you post, you're down for the cause. I mean,
right.
And your contribution is the fucking post.
Right.
Like you don't get no kudos for that, nigga.
I'm definitely disagree with that too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on the front. If fucking breaking into a CVS is being on the front line, I'm not trying to be on the front line.
And I'm not trying to hit by no rubber bullet either.
Breaking into the Montclair store to get a coat I can't afford is being on the front line. I'm not trying to be on the front line. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't mind being in the looting though.
I mean, no, I don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, like, I wouldn't go out there. But
yeah,
just like I said earlier, just call me when you get to the crib and we can bust it down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's something, now I'll take some shit for the low, don't get me wrong. But I'm not the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, people actually saying it like, if you ain't doing that type shit, you ain't on the front line. Well, nigga, if that's what's being on the front line, I'm not trying to be on the fucking front line.
Well, speaking of looting, what y'all think of looting then?
Niggas taking advantage. I don't feel no way either way.
Another conflict. Like I said, a lot of
it ain't going to accomplish it. Right. But do what you do.
Well, see, now what people saying is, you don't really get the higher ups' attention until you start hitting them in the pocket. So, like I said, I can see, certain businesses, getting fucking looted.
Yeah, certain small businesses that don't have the fucking insurance.
Right. Like, that's where I was kind of pissed off because these motherfuckers hitting, like I was looking in Atlanta, somebody had like looted or just busted all the windows, and it was like a black fashion designer. She just happened to be on a popular strip, a downtown strip or whatever it was.
Yeah,
but they fucking just ruined her shit, and she was black.
Hold on, dog. You're not about to put niggas in a looting zone and think it ain't gonna be one nigga that don't know that it's a black-owned zone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can't blame them for that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a conflict to me because, like I said, to get the higher ups' attention of what's going on is to hit them in the wallet. But the conflict is certain black businesses are getting hit. You know what I'm saying? And like we all know people with businesses. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine one of our folks' businesses just happen to be on a strip that everybody's protesting on. Like, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta go man that business.
Yeah,
it's fucked up for all the businesses though, my nigga.
Man, I ain't worried about them big 500 corporations.
That's what I'm saying. They can bounce back.
You mean to tell me a white dude don't own a store on the same strip because he's white?
That's cool. Don't mess with the small business. I'm all for that.
My thing is, it's way too much for us to want equality and shit like that and all that other shit.
You mean equally get looted?
I mean, you threw me off with that shit.
No,
Sound like that's where you was headed to.
Nah, I'm just saying the fact that niggas always want to be equal, but niggas always want to not be equal at the same time. You know what I mean? As far as with not with just black people. I mean,
I just said he want
everybody.
He want to equally loot. He loot the black and white businesses. But I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't be like, oh, the nigga was looting a black guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're right.
You were looting.
Hey, that makes sense.
The fuck?
That's like what you just said makes sense because that's like when what the fuck when like females or women they say they want equal rights, but then you got the fucking question that comes up every year if the rent or mortgage is $1,500, how much should a male pay?
I despise that question.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm never gonna get
advantage every time.
We'll say that. I might get
that's another show.
Yeah, we might get tie that into the toxic.
It'll come up eventually.
Toxic question, but we'll say that for next week. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Like
you can't.
Niggas want to be equal, but they don't.
We're equal or we're fucking equal.
Yeah.
Dog. All like nigga, I'll get lynched if I fucking say nigga. All lives matter.
Yeah.
You better not say that shit.
But see, said that earlier.
The thing is, people already know their lives matter.
And see, that's another thing to all the white people or whoever non-black people who are listening or watching this. When we say Black Lives Matter, we're not saying whatever you are, white or Hispanic, Native American. We're not saying your life doesn't matter, but we're just saying we are equal. Now we're trying to our lives matter equally as much as a white person because we're the ones out here getting killed and the person who's killing us is not getting reprimanded for it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and they always try to tie in, well, what about the black on black crime? Like I said earlier, usually when a black person kills another black person, the black person who did the killing goes to jail.
And sometimes it's warranted.
Yeah, and sometimes, like I said, and most violence happens, like violence towards each other happens in your own community because that's who you're around. Like, I'm not going to go to fucking, Beverly Hills and pick a fight with some random motherfucker. I don't know them, but I do know fucking John up the street who owed me $100. You know what I'm saying? So me and him might fight, but
and he just bought a new pair of J's.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I just seen him in the mall buying some Jordans, but he owed me $100. Now that's gonna bring a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that may sound stupid, but that's how a lot of this shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens because we're in the same community. So that's why you see the black on black crime. I'm pretty sure if you go to a fucking white neighborhood, all the crime that happened there was, I guess if it was any type of violence, it was white people fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? It might not be as much out there as it is where we are, but
they don't report it either.
Yeah, or report it. You know what I'm saying? But situations are, they're a lot different from the hood to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just tired of saying that. I would bring that all lives matter shit up when niggas say Black Lives Matter because we ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah. But nigga, I had a vicious thought. But I lost it.
Get it.
I lost it.
I see them curls, man. Them gray curls, though, man. I see it stressing. Stressing you out.
I need a temp, dog. I'm 50.
Yeah. Hey, the barbershop's open back up, so
today.
Not yet.
Yes, they did.
No. I ain't going in that motherfucker yet.
No, nigga scared.
Nigga scared.
So you been around everybody. I mean, you fucking work with people every day. It's like. You ain't got it now, you ain't gonna get it.
That's some shit I can't avoid.
Let me ask y'all this though. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all think they putting people on the streets like to throw bricks at the police to vandalize the buildings? Y'all do?
Oh, they said they like pallets of bricks have been getting dropped off in the like these protesting areas, and we ain't got no fucking pallet of bricks.
I literally just seen a video. My man posted a video of some white people in an apartment seeing a police department, like two cops
in the alley.
In the alley.
Yeah.
Bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Unloading the bricks.
Yeah, and they caught, I forgot where it was, but they caught a police officer. He was like, he was going around breaking windows to businesses. Yeah. He was like an undercover. They found out he was an undercover police officer. So, Yeah, I think there are definitely police officers that's trying to, you know, get shit started just so
they can
I don't know what
message.
the reason for. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing it for, but yeah, they definitely caught a few of them already.
You know, I guess they're called what conservatives.
Mm-hmm.
They're calling us, you know, people who protesting extremists, and it's like what?
What? Yeah. See,
yeah. This is why I choose to really just not pay attention to shit or not get too wrapped up into it, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It don't affect my everyday life, dog. This shit is driving some people fucking insane.
Because it's emotionally draining, though.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely emotionally draining for certain people. Like to the people who like Kyle, and maybe even me. Like, you know, it don't affect our daily. Maybe because one, it hasn't hit home, but I'm not even gonna say that. We just, I know I tend to not worry about the shit that I can't control.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
that's
other people,
but I think that we all agree with that one too.
But you got to think like other people, they are more emotionally invested, and not that it hit home for them. It's just they might be way more emotional than us. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people they're really livid over the shit that has been going on, and rightfully so. It's just I know I haven't reached that point, and God forbid that I ever do, because like I said, I be getting riled up just talking about it. That's one of the reasons I don't want to go down, you know, and protest, because I feel like once I get among them people and feel that energy,
bring it out you.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to do that shit. So,
yeah.
I'm not with that.
I'm not. And this may seem odd, dog. I don't know, but I'm not too big on like. Let's say somebody was, and this is gonna sound fucking retarded. I don't care about jail time as far as somebody harmed somebody that I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all of us.
Because it don't bring the person back. So regardless of whether that person is in jail or whatever, I'm still missing X, Y, Z. So to be out here risking your life so we can try to change the law so somebody can go to jail. What does that bring back the person that you lost? Like,
no, but you need.
I don't want him to be free, granted, but I'm not about to go fucking crazy if the nigga doesn't go to jail.
Hey, if you don't, if they don't arrest those other 3 cops and they don't get a conviction on this cop, shit, nigga.
No, I mean they're gonna burn the motherfucker down.
Look at it like this.
You gotta talk about me. It doesn't equate. Nigga, I want the person back, not you in jail. That does nothing for me.
Right, but you got to look at it like this. Like,
sorry. If it's somebody close enough, I'd rather just kill him.
That's what I was about to say. That you got to look at it like, because we all had the mindset of like, if somebody harms one of us, we gonna harm one of them. Like,
yeah, right.
The Bible says eye for an eye.
Right, and we all had that mindset. Like, and we came up with it just from niggas we know, from niggas we grew up with. Like, you harm us, we gonna harm 2 of yours. So we always had that mindset. Like, we never had the mindset of, oh, you harm us, I'm gonna press charges.
Going to jail.
Us. You know, we gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the people who don't have that mindset, their get back is to see you suffer or locked away. And
you ain't even about to see it. You don't know if that nigga might be in there running to jail.
Could be.
Nigga living good. Like, you don't know what the fuck, so it doesn't matter.
But see, they don't think that way. You know, but either way, like we said the other day, we said that the other episode, it don't matter. Get them in jail. I don't care how shit turns out when they get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're gonna have to click up with somebody. Shit, he going to jail and run it. More power to him. It was just, that's what he was destined to do.
Coming there with some clout.
But we know if a police officer goes to jail, most likely he's gonna get fucked up. You know, because it was his job to put a lot of them niggas that's in there. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, man.
That's bullshit. Then they said them niggas work together and shit. This shit sound retarded.
Me.
Oh yeah, the club.
Yeah,
but they don't know if they knew each other though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they work together.
He was one was a bouncer inside the club and one was outside the club.
Yeah. Come on, dog. You mean to tell me you don't know, niggas? The fuck? Yeah. You know everybody that works at your job inside of a club, niggas, 30 people and 100 square feet. Like, what the fuck? You know the nigga. You seen him. You know he works there.
You know his face.
You know what I'm saying? He works there.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah, so I mean, it just another twist. The wife left the Bama after. What the fuck was she supposed to do? She got the fuck up out of there. That was
because she already knew that nigga be walking around the house saying nigga this, nigga that.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you going down and I ain't going with you.
And another thing, the police are like his wife is the other guy who was standing there watching his sister.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he was standing there watching. That's his brother-in-law.
And you tell this little Asian ass wasn't about to say nothing to that big white nigga.
Yeah. I don't even know how he even a police officer. He built like a bag of sugar and shit. But
it don't take. I ain't gonna say you don't take shit, but clearly, nigga, they don't even look at you and think you're intimidating. Like he's the fuck.
Right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they say, nigga, take the fucking badge off. I beat your ass. Sometimes it ain't true. Them niggas might whoop your ass.
Yeah,
the cop who killed George Floyd is definitely that third nigga you mentioned. The ones seeking authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's only the three types, man. The ones who actually want to make change, those usually the ones that's not in any trouble. The ones that's there for the check, they might find themselves in trouble just because they're in a situation they weren't ready for. Mm-hmm. And then you got the ones who in search of authority, they just want that feel of power. You know what I'm saying? So,
these niggas, and I've had like conversations with cops. I don't know if I was with y'all. No, it wasn't y'all niggas. We was fighting at the Platinum jump. What they call Platinum?
The lady?
Nah, Platinum, nigga. That jump was like on I don't know, Platinum.
Oh, yeah, Club Platinum, yeah.
Yeah. We was fighting in that jump. When we came out, they had one of our mans in the back of the car and shit. And it was all black police officers, young niggas, tats and shit. This was like 2006, 7, 8, something like that. And I'm like, yo, you niggas, we fighting in the jump because XYZ. What the fuck would y'all do? Y'all some niggas underneath these badges, dog. I can tell all you niggas are doing this for a check. Yeah. Let the nigga out the car, dog. Like, what the fuck? Put your real nigga hat on.
Man.
Niggas let the nigga out the car.
Yeah.
Out the cuffs, everything.
That's funny because like
a lot of these niggas are just humans. Yeah. But you're giving these niggas some niggas at that. Some of these niggas are fucking niggas. You're giving them a gun with a permit to shoot, or a permit to grab a nigga and yoke him up, beat him up, do whatever the fuck they want.
But see, like I said, we
white people.
We said that last week. We said that last week. Like especially the DC police officers, you rarely hear about them, killing anybody. They, like I said, they'll fight you.
You don't hear about shit.
They'll definitely put their hands on you, and you'll fight them. But you can jump them. They're not gonna pull their gun out. But
they gonna keep fighting.
It's not them. It's not those. Those are not the ones that's killing people. Unarmed people. It's the white or whatever nationality, non-black that's doing it. Like every instance is like a non-black person. You know what I'm saying?
And now they got some National Guards or something.
Yeah, they calling in National Guard and the military and all types of shit.
All in DC now.
Got to. Yeah. I mean, shit. You got to protect this shit. I mean, nigga, they let you rock for 2 days.
I mean,
they let you supposed to go up in the museums and grab some artwork or something. They grab a Montclair jacket.
Right. Yeah, they setting churches on fire. That's crazy.
There's more money
on fire.
Set the church on fire. The joint at Trump he walked to the other day. Like he they said, oh yeah, Trump was in the bunker. Yeah, when all this shit was going on, it was like Trump and his family because they started having protests up at the White House.
Oh yeah, they said it was in a bunker for like an hour, right?
Started tear gassing and shooting brothers.
Why is that a problem, dog? If I had a bunker in this motherfucker, there was a bunch of niggas outside.
The problem, they said they was that threatened that he had to go in the bunker.
Some people were like on like Instagram and shit, like it was a bad thing that this nigga fucking. They said for the first time a president went down there and like it was like on some coward shit.
I doubt it was the first time.
It was.
I'm gonna just go, what?
No, you honestly think anybody's
going in this bunker? You niggas can blow this bitch up.
Anybody's getting in the fucking White House?
Shit, if you got 10,000, well, not 10,000, but you got 2,000 people outside.
Hey, y'all, when was the last time there was 10,000 people on your fucking lawn? What the fuck, nigga? I'm going in this bitch. Bunker, that's what it's there for.
Man, anyway, but he was
turn the lights off. The nigga even turned the lights off.
Yeah, he was
turn the lights off. Nigga, we ain't even home.
He's a cold bitch.
Hey, turn the lights off.
Hey, turn the lights off, dog. We ain't even home. Tell these niggas we ain't here, man.
He's a cold bitch. But that's what they was talking about. He was all scared and shit. He ain't say shit for like 2-3 days, and a lot of his allies was like, "Nah, you got to say something. You looking weak out here."
So what did he say? I mean, I seen
he came out and had that little speech, and he walked to the church that was down the street or across wherever it is. But that's the church that they set on fire. But you know, it is what it is, man. He's a sucker.
What did he say though? What did he say in his speech?
I mean, he was basically blaming. He was basically saying we're taking away from George Floyd.
I mean, I heard he declared war on. I mean, pretty much declared war on the citizens. He was like, what did he say? He said,
you start looting, we start shooting.
Bring shooting. It's like, oh, he on some, but you can't say no shit like that and be in your bunker all cut.
They're using rubber bullets against us.
But rubber bullets is fucking people up. I've seen a lot of people with fucked up eyes, and they said if that shit hit you in the right spot, it can kill you.
Yeah, you know? It's just less lethal. It's not non-lethal.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up, man.
I'll pause. I mean, I'll pass on the fucking rubber bullets. Dog.
Yeah, I'm not trying to catch a rubber bullet. I don't even like paintballs, let alone a rubber bullet. So. But yeah, man, we'll wrap it up, man. But like I said, we just didn't feel right coming in here and trying to get back to the toxicity. We had to speak on what's going on. You know, we didn't get to it all, but we got to the majority of it. Y'all get the gist of it. You know, we said enough not to get canceled. So
I held back.
You know,
if you're not with us, we not with y'all.
Yeah, if you're not with us, we not with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So everybody just stay safe out there. You know,
back to the ignorance.
Oh yeah, stay dangerous. We'll be back to the ignorance next week.
Yes, sir.
Episode 11 is a wrap, and we out this bitch.